Bow tie, yeah, 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 bow tie, yeah.
The pages of a calendar fly by, but it's not every day that it's Thanksgiving. I look at the dining table where Grandma and Grandpa used to join us. Grandma and Grandpa were not married. No, don't worry, it's not as if they were living in sin. One was from my dad's side and one was from my mom's side. On Thanksgiving, it was the only day of the year we all cleaned the house. The rest of the year we lived in abject filth. When I look back, I certainly object. After the cleaning, it meant going to Brooklyn to pick up first my grandpa. He lived in Canarsie. When he'd get in the car, cigar smell would waft in and my mom would say, "Take Grandpa's hat." So I would take his hat, but I always had to give it back. It wasn't really a gift or anything. Give Grandpa a kiss. So we gave Grandpa a kiss, but I don't think he really wanted one. And then on the way to Brighton Beach to pick up my grandma, my grandpa would talk about his week and he would keep accusing my mother of not listening. And so every 5 minutes he'd say, "You listening, Rita? Are you listening, Rita?" And having grandma at Thanksgiving meant she would help my dad carve the turkey. Unlike normal families, when the turkey came out of the oven, my dad would pre-cut all the meat off the turkey just so he could bring out pre-cut meat onto the table. And although he would get every scrap, my grandmother, having gone through the Great Depression, could get a lot more out of that bird. So they would argue over how much meat should be salvaged off those bones. Grandma practiced a very special religion called don't run, don't walk, and don't do anything. It meant she was always afraid that we would hurt ourselves if we did anything at all. Grandpa would bring cold duck, which is not a game bird, but a very cheap wine. Before the food got ready, I would stay and keep my grandpa company. When I had hamsters, I brought them down, and he said they were rats. When we got a cat, it reminded him of a story of how one morning when he was a child, their family cat was sleeping next to him on the pillow, and his response was to grab the cat and fling it across the room. I tried to put on Frank Sinatra, but my grandpa's taste was Perry Como. Some years were different. You'd have other relatives. I remember my cousins being there and one of them only eating potato chips. The year Pac-Man was very popular, my dad decided to use that Thanksgiving gathering to give me my birthday gift, which was 3 days early. And the rest of my relatives looked all sad that they didn't have a birthday gift for me. When you're a little kid, you don't really appreciate that your grandparents are there and that those are your parents' parents. And that whole idea of seeing that connection, seeing your parent as a child themselves, is a special thing, and I wish children could appreciate that. The pages of our calendar will keep flying by as if in a stiff wind, and that's why I keep my calendar away from an open window or a fan. So as Thanksgiving rolls along, I wish you the very best, and hold everyone you love a little tighter. Love, bow tie.
Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never let it fade away. I'll never forget the day that we met, the night at the hayride. On the wheel, and I go round, round, round. Oh, hot diggity dog, ziggity boom, what you do to me. It's so new to me, what you do to me. And I love you so.